Ah,
Streams going and
see, I'm gonna use headphones.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no lag. Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Dope. Haha.
I like your whole little setup.
Yeah.
It's like cute and spooky.
Actually. Okay. So what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? Just living life in New York and whatnot.
How's that been going?
It's not bad. It's busy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the weather sucks. Like, I mean, even though we're so convenient with walking and whatnot, the weather is it sucks.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, man. What about you? How have you been?
Before I insert, so your mic is doing like a weird, like a cracking thing. It's almost,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I'm not sure why.
Is this better?
I think so.
Really? Wait, do you want me to keep talking?
Yeah.
Hello. What's up, everyone in Batana's chat box, stream, and whatnot? It's good?
Yeah. It's consistent. It's good.
Let's go. Okay. That's what we're about.
Okay. Okay. So it's how long have you been up there?
I've been in New York for like 3/4 of a year so far.
Okay.
Almost a year. It's kind of insane how time goes by.
Quickly.
I felt like I just moved here. Yeah.
You're enjoying it?
It's busy. It's like, I don't know, everyone's so ambitious here. Like the second you walk out, you see like people going back and forth doing a lot of so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
And like New York is like in the city, so it's just like constant movement. It's great. It's like you gotta keep up. Like sometimes you feel like you can't keep up with them, but like I don't know. Like the second I go out of New York to visit like Amherst or something, I'm like, whoa, I moved a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it has like affected you because of the speed and whatnot.
Oh, 100%. Like I think in 2 weeks of being in New York, I like progressed more than I did in like 6 months in Amherst.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, it's insane.
Do you prefer it, or is it too early to say?
Honestly, I know. Okay, the thing about it is, if you want to start your career and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
then New York is for sure an ideal place to start your career.
Mm-hmm.
Well, depending on, of course, what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's say you're in some sort of media arts,
Mm-hmm.
then New York is for sure the starting point.
Yeah.
Because once you start in New York and you move out of it to like somewhere else to settle down, then your competition goes like a lot lower.
Yeah.
Because like everyone comes to New York for the competition
Uh-huh.
and for the grind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the second you get your name known in New York, or relatively get your name known, then outside of New York you're like all set wherever you are, even like LA. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So this is kind of like the trampoline to your career.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So what brought you there?
That whole like grind, really. Like, so you gotta stay quenched. So I mean, I guess to those who don't know me, well, first off, I'm Chris. What's up, guys? How you doing? Some of you may know me as like an ex-member of UMass HHCO and like their videographer. And basically, long story short, I dropped out of UMass about 2 years ago because, I dropped out like midway through sophomore year, and because a couple personal reasons and just career reasons, and I did freelance for like a year in Amherst, and it progressed very slowly. So I felt like I needed a change. And
Okay.
I needed some sort of like, because if I kept progressing in Amherst and staying there, then like I wouldn't get much like when I reached like 25 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, sup, Jesse? Got the job up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was thinking like, okay, I have to get out of here. So I listed down possibilities on where I would go.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have much money to like travel all the way to like LA
Mm-hmm.
because it's such far distance, and also I don't drive, so
Okay. Okay.
that's a bit of a con.
Okay.
So I was thinking New York because LA and New York are like the two top places for what I'm doing, which is
Yeah.
like film producing and videography.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wait, I should maybe like hit up some couple people in New York. And luckily, I had a lot of people who go to NYU, Parsons, schools around here. So I got to like house with them and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to a point where they're like, oh, you want to just like live with us? And then I was thinking like, whoa, going from like $300 rent to like 2K rent,
Yeah.
that's baller. And then I was like, all right, I'll do it. I'll do that like little leap of faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, every career starts with a leap of faith.
Mm.
And yeah, also because I picked up a job in a startup company here in New York.
Mm.
Yeah, so I was doing that. And once I moved here, I worked for that start for like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a little internship thing, and they couldn't afford me. So I was like, and also I wanted to like start producing my own things and progress even further.
Mm.
So I left the startup company. I'm still in good ties with them. Like if they ever need me, I go there.
Mm.
But now I just produce my own content. I meet a bunch of people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like back and forth hustling, to be honest,
Mm.
here in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been fun, I'll admit.
So are you doing that full time?
Yeah. Okay. So this is the weird thing. When people ask me what my job is,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have like a definite answer
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
because I can like definitely slap on like, I'm a freelance video producer, but
Yeah.
that's like not the most attractive standpoint.
Yeah.
So I like to like put a little cherry on top. So I do I'm a video producer,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm also the head of digital marketing for a startup company.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like doing two things right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And just for fun, I'm also a Postmate.
Oh. Is
Yeah.
it good over there? Postmates?
Postmate?
Yeah.
All the apps honestly are good. The things like, yeah, like Uber Eats, Grubhub, Seamless, Postmates,
Mm-hmm.
all of these, they're so good in New York because it's like so populated and people are so lazy. Like you would think that people would just like walk outside to the next block and like get food,
Mm-hmm.
but like if the weather is bad or like you're just not feeling it, man, you Postmates it.
Okay. That's tight.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. Okay, so I want to ask about like, did you face any doubts when you made the transition?
Oh, for sure. Like when I first moved here, literally a week or two in, when I
Mm-hmm.
was working with the startup and all that, I was like, was this the right move? Because like it's definitely a lot more of a grind
Mm-hmm.
to catch up with rent and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was thinking like maybe this wasn't the right move, and like maybe I should have just moved somewhere to like Boston,
Mm.
where it's like much cheaper and closer.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I don't like. I definitely had a lot of doubt coming here.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I knew that the reward was going to be like huge
Mm.
once I get there. It's just that you got to do that initial grind, really.
Mm-hmm.
And once you go through that grind, then you'll reach to a certain point. Once you reach to a certain point, it's just I don't know, everything just kind of like steps into place from then on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, not for sure, self doubt, a lot of doubt coming in here, and even though like I'm like still barely hanging on with like living expenses and like financially and all that, I'm still like mentally happy
Mm.
because like it is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is what I'm doing. It is what I like doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really care how much I earn from it as long as I can like put a roof over my head and like a bed under my body.
Mm-hmm.
Then like I'm honestly all set. Like I know that's also another thing in New York. Like if you're like just like anything, make friends or like looking for a partner or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people, they look into salary and how much people make
Mm-hmm.
simply because New York jobs, like salary bar is just that much higher
I see.
because living expense and everything is much more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So like for sure, people look into like, oh, what's your job? That's why like the first questions they'll ask is, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
And like they'll ask like, what's your salary and all that to like they kind of like judge you based on your salary.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like I'm very broad when people ask me what my job is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm earning enough to get by, and I can happily say that I'm living doing what I love to do
Yeah.
because 99% of my friends, they're either in college, like about to graduate and about to like hit that huge wave of like adulthood and depression of like not knowing what to do,
Mm.
and or like they already have a job but they completely hate the 9 to 5 hours and like they hate their job and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm one of the happy rare cases where I'm doing what I love and it's my job.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm trying to like encourage a lot of people here to like do what they love regardless of financial like stability and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like if you keep doing what you do, financial stability will come to you rather than you going for financial stability.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, right now I'm just like in a consistent grind, trying to pump videos out here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. I respect that. I love that. That's
Thank
like
you. Thank you.
that's like that is always the topic of conversation for people around like just
Like
young
their job.
adults and yeah.
Or-
The whole like
Yeah.
go back and forth with like money and then going for what you like and that kind of stuff.
hmm Oh yeah, for sure. And of course, there's a whole barrier with like satisfying your parents and all that. Yeah.
Was that an issue for you or no?
My parents?
Yeah.
Not as much. I mean, well, yeah, not too much because, well, I mean, like my parents are divorced, so hate to completely crash the mood, but
No, it's all good.
they are divorced, so that's also like one of the reasons why I dropped out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
well, when I first told my mom, I only talked to my mom. I don't know where my dad is right now.
Mm-hmm.
But when I talked to her, she thought it was like a break. So she'll always like hit me up with a question like, "Oh, are you going back to school? Oh, you're going back to school? You better go back to school."
Yeah.
So like, she wants me to go back to school even today,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just like, well, can't really afford it, and I'm making videos right now, so I'm still trying to like convince my parents that like video is something that like you can make money out of.
Yeah.
So honestly, I just slapped to them that I do business, so it's something that they understand.
Yeah.
And yeah, honestly, that's that. Yeah. But yeah. Also, I mean, like for me, it wasn't like when I dropped out. It's not like it's not all like, dude, that's so sick. You're like the next Mark Zuckerberg, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's like half and half, like 60-40,
Mm-hmm.
like 40%, like want to like get my ass moving.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse the language,
That's
but
all good.
and then like 60% more like I wanted to financially take care of my mom. She's back in Taiwan right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like taking care of her and just yeah. I just wanted to like start working so I can like send money back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. I think of everyone I've had a conversation with, like your mom is not here in the States. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're making history, boys. Yeah, no, my mom's back in Taiwan. She's staying with her sister right now.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, all my family's back in Taiwan.
Were they here at some point? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was born here, so
Mm-hmm.
they got married. They did all their shenanigans here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I lived here for about like 11 years, and then I moved back to Taiwan with the whole family
Mm-hmm.
because the whole family was already back there. Only my mom and my dad were here in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So when we all moved back, it was kind of like a reunion and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, the only one who can speak English. So like I came back here to the States for college and all that.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm kind of riding solo in the States right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and edit this. I'm just trying to get used to taking notes.
Hey, take your time, man.
Yeah. If at any point you have any random questions for me, you can always ask.
Oh, if I think of any.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try and edit something. Just the title. Do you have like specific, or what's the ideal kind of like life, like if you're like at your ultimate, like what do you think you'll be doing, and like if there was like, no limits to that?
That's like that's also the weird thing about me, because like as much as video kind of built me to who I am today,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think video is going to be my career,
Mm-hmm.
like in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to be implemented somehow, but I'm definitely someone who wants to do a bunch of different careers,
Mm-hmm.
because I get bored of things really easily. I think it like was listed in the thingy or whatnot.
Yeah.
But you can take that as like a con or a pro, but I get bored of things really easily. So I guess in one sense, like I wouldn't improve myself in that thing,
Mm-hmm.
or like as fast as I like.
Mm-hmm.
And the other side of it is I want to do a whole bunch of different things, which is like hella cool.
Yeah.
But for at least for now, maybe like the next 2 to 3 years, I definitely see myself growing in the video world, or at least try to,
Mm-hmm.
and get myself going in that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe afterwards I may head into like music production. Yeah, because I recently picked that up, and honestly I picked it up because of the copyright strike. Dude, you don't know the amount of times I make a video and then like within 10 seconds it's like, oh, YouTube has taken down your video. Sorry about that.
That sucks.
It does. So I mean, I also make my own beats, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I've been getting into that. I've always loved music. Even though I can't sing, my parents told me I can't sing, but so I stick to more like the EDM hip hop side of it.
Okay.
So yeah, like I sometimes I have a lot of friends in New York who can sing,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. So I'll like give them a beat or something, tell them to like sing over it, and it would just be a fun jam session, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's tight.
yeah. I mean, like I get inspired by a lot of different things. So I don't know. Maybe in 5 years you'll see like me in your place, like making other people happy.
I see. Okay. That's dope. I like that.
Yeah, it's definitely like a bunch of different things though, like dance, music, film. For now, those are my 3 careers that I want to like improve on or evolve myself on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And so you're seeing that you're gonna, aim to kill with video, and then dabble more in music, and then dance.
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like those 3 kind of have like some sort of relevance to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, a dance video involves all 3 components.
Yeah.
What?
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of envision myself as like I want to be like the ultimate producer,
Yeah.
like an anything producer. Like I'm going to produce it. Yeah,
I see.
and I feel like, yeah, now in our day and age and technology, like that's definitely doable.
Mm-hmm.
and like half the time that it would take. Hmm.
That's dope. I like that. Usually, I'm used to like it's either people don't know what they want, people are too scared. One
Hmm.
thing, or if it's the thing is with when people like a lot of things, they just don't move. They're just like, I
Yes,
don't know what to do, and I'm just like,
yes,
pick one, and you just
just do it.
yeah. And so it's nice to see that you're doing that, and
Yo,
you just
sorry,
no, go ahead.
that's the thing though. Like, I definitely had a little stages where it's all talk and no action,
Hmm.
and that's a huge thing with people. Like, it's definitely a hard barrier to get past by, and I definitely dealt with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had like, like I could do video, man. It'll be so cool. I could be a choreographer. It'll be so cool, man. I can make music. It'll be so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it can be all talk you want, but
Mm.
like you like you'll eventually realize that like you have to take that you have to press that first piano key, you have to take that first 8 count, or like you have to press that record button, and then like you just have to do it. And even if you're not satisfied with it and then you quit from there, like don't quit, just keep going,
Mm.
because like everybody's first video like sucks.
Yeah.
Everybody's first choreo probably sucks, everybody's
Yeah.
first song probably sucks.
Uh-huh.
It's just like it definitely doesn't happen overnight, and you just have to keep uploading those like sucky songs, dances, and videos, and just keep going. One day they'll turn into like the next award-winning thing.
Mm. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, because I know we're all like, I think each of us are our biggest critics,
Mm-hmm.
so we bring ourselves down the most compared to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So if we it's like something that we think it's bad, other people think it's like the best thing they've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like you have to realize that your work is actually like good work, or good enough work to get you places.
The process, Jesse.
That's right.
Yes.
Trust the process.
I've been seeing that and hearing that everywhere.
Hell yeah.
Well, I love your. I just feel like I'm not around many practical people.
Okay.
Like I'm around a lot of good people for sure, and
Right.
someone said, "Hey, I need help. What's your question?" Like everyone, not everyone. A nice chunk of my friends are like ambitious and passionate. Passion is definitely there in like everybody, and then the ambition's there for some people. It's just like when I say practicality, I mean like just the fact that you're in the place that you're in. You know, you're putting yourself in a position to have to work.
Mhm.
And then to be able to sustain that, it's really dope. Whereas, I don't know, people don't think about the business part.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Like,
understand that. Like, especially if you are trying to be, a creator of sense. I just don't understand why a lot of artists ignore the business component.
right. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm also reading the comments.
Oh wait, if the other people can sketch, help me. Dude, if there was a way,
I mean,
but
it, I know Taiwan night markets have like really good back scratchers. Maybe that's an option. But
yeah.
I mean, 2019, it's about to be innovative.
Just order something off Amazon, and I think you'll be
Just
good.
gotta get creative, my man. Grab the nearest, I don't know. Just be creative.
That's funny.
But no, I definitely see you on that. Like, because now everyone knows that like the more you make things, the more people will reach out to you for promotions and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So people will only make things because they love it. And like, I mean, I respect that, because like they love doing it regardless of like if it'll sustain them or not. They just keep doing it because like it keeps them it brings a smile to their faces and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But like to those people who are like who like initially, this my kind of thinking, like the people who do things because they love it will go further in their career than people who do it because of business, if that makes sense. Because I mean, me, I'm definitely like more oriented in the business part of it because I have to sustain myself. But like if you do something for the sake of business and like catering to others, then like I mean, you'll just be making a lot of the same things, and you won't necessarily be satisfied with what you're producing. Whereas the people who love their work will like put in like love and passion into every single project, regardless of like business and whatnot. But like I mean, like I definitely see your point. Like I agree. Like people will go in kind of blindly and just like kind of zoop their way past a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I mean, well, for me at least, right now I'm just doing it kind of like a 50-50. Like I love it and I like my work that I put out. But I'm also like keeping an eye out on like how I can promote it, or like what audience I can reach out to, and because like I've been like Instagram, they've like people have hit me up for like to endorse their products and all that. So like I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like maybe I can like see how I can reach out to certain people. Like right now, I'm reaching out to certain dance crews in New York, and it's kind of climbing my way business wise. But yeah, it's more like I just lost my train of thought. I mean, yeah, nowadays you kind of got to look through business, go through the business process of it. But hey, thank you, Ginny. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Ginny Artemis.
Dropping out of college to stream on Twitch. Hell yeah, dude. You want to donate to me, man? Want to give me some bits? But no, I mean, like, there's a lot of ways to think about it. But I mean, of course, everyone should go into, if you're going to media, I mean, definitely have some sort of business mindset.
Yeah.
You don't want to get hit up with the wrong deal.
Yeah.
Or like get hit up with like the jankiest companies and whatnot. Yeah. Like on Instagram, this company, they were like, hey, you want to be like our ambassador? And then, you know, the very smart person I am, I'm like, yeah, you know, sure, why not? And then they're like, yeah, awesome, sweet. So sign this contract, we'll pay you, and feel free to check up our website. So I was smart enough to sign the contract before I checked out the website.
Yeah.
So I signed the contract. I checked out the website. It was a women's apparel company.
Yeah.
So first, I don't know why they hit me up. Second of all, if they want to see me in a bikini, I mean, hey, I'll do it. But I don't know if it'll boost their company in any way. If anything, make them bankrupt. I'll be real. I haven't hit the gym in 24 hours.
Dude, I've been to the gym like once in my life, but I'll get into that later.
And respect.
Yeah, Chris is the one that does a few things full time, which you can explain because they were just asking about that.
Right. So I'm head of the digital marketing for a startup company in New York, and that's like the more full-time kind of thing. I come kind of as part-time in that, but that's like the more consistent salary, if you may ask. And the second part of it is I'm a video producer. Basically, people hit me up, or I'll hit people up, and I'll help them film projects, whether it's like commercials, wedding videos, or like concert videos, or like YouTube videos even. A lot of people, they're like, oh, I want to start YouTube. I'm looking for an editor. And I'll just be like, all right, yeah, I'll film you really shitty footage. So yeah. I mean, it's a quick $50.
Yeah.
It's just like that. But I mean, yeah, it's I do like, I guess 70% video editing and 30% marketing. So I'm kind of like all over the place right now. How long can you support yourself the same in this man? Makes all Asians look fat. Hey man, I'm a proud No, respect to all the Asians. I was gonna make a calculator joke, but I lost my calculator. Man, how long can I support myself? Hopefully till I die.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, like hey, I mean, if it sometimes it may be like Maruchan days, some days maybe like, hey, I'm feeling the steak days, but all in all, I mean, I don't look towards financial stability as much.
Mm.
I mean, I may pick up a Chipotle job because why not?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't really look for financial stability. And I know people are like, "Whoa, that's crazy!" Like, don't you ever like could look at finances, see like if you're not going to be homeless? I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like that's why I do Postmates. Like I definitely look at the finances, but like, and I've had those times where I'm like, dude, finances are really kicking me in the ass. Like
Mm.
maybe I should just like settle down or like pick up a random job at CVS or something. I mean, like I could still do that,
Mm.
and I may still do that because we all need that pocket money.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I want to maximize my time with like doing content and all that because this way, because in a day you can only make so many things,
Mm-hmm.
and if there's any video producers or people who've done video watching this, then you realize how long it takes to edit, render, record, and
Long as
everything.
fuck.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. Depending on your laptop too, man.
Yeah.
Like, that thing may be slow as a mule when it renders. But yeah, it takes a lot of time. So like at max you can produce like one video per day or like one video per 2 days.
Yeah.
And if you count that, that's like not that videos per month and then per year and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely just trying to like constantly produce videos out there. Not saying that I just like throw out whatever I make and record. Like I put effort in editing and all that, but just want to keep going with that. And I do Postmates honestly to like cover my dinner cost.
Yeah.
So as long as I can make enough on Postmates to like eat dinner, then I'm Gucci.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
cause yeah, I mean lunch I'm good. I can eat very nice and all that. I don't need a nice meal or anything.
Yeah.
And dinner Postmates like it's like $5-6 a delivery something. 4 deliveries can get like a decent meal in New York.
Yeah.
And like I mean worst case I can get dollar pizza. That's another thing. If you're ever in New York, get dollar pizza.
Dollar pizza.
Like, dude, wait, have you had it before?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, you're missing out. Dude, $1 can get you a decent slice of pizza, man.
It's amazing.
It is. Oh yeah, I can see what you're saying. Sorry, I'm just looking at Batana's beautiful face rather than the chat. You trying to make us look smart, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, with the Asians thing, I feel like stereotypically, we're known to be smart. So, hell yeah, we made it. But I mean, I met a whole bunch of people like who are like so into Asian American representation, and like I'm like of course supporting that, but like I'm not like fully invested in that.
Yeah, same.
Simply because like I don't want it to be like only Asians.
Yeah.
Like I'm more about like if I were to make a video, I'll cast like African Americans, Asians, whites, like Brazilian, like South Americans, and everyone, just so like it's more like equal rather than like boosting Asians too high. Like I don't want it to like askew to like Asian privilege in the future.
Yeah. Oh man, I never think about that. Honestly.
I mean,
but
yeah, I mean, look, I'm like, of course, I'm Asian. Like, let's go Asians. What?
Yeah.
we're hella kawaii. But yeah, I don't know. I just like to think of the general picture as everyone together.
Yeah.
Like people will get jealous of Asians and like they'll like start doing stupid things to like try and make themselves known and all that. So like to diminish that, I'm just gonna like accept everyone equally regardless on how I see them. So yeah, like I've met and like I've worked with you may have heard of them, Funk Brothers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like met them and then I edited a video for them too. They're so invested in Asian American representation.
Yeah.
Like there's like they wake up like probably saying the first thing they say is probably privilege. Like I had to edit like a podcast for them,
Yeah.
and dude, the amount of times I heard Asian American or Chinese or privilege,
Yeah.
like it's insane the amount of times I hear it. And honestly, I got tired of it.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I love hearing all the stereotypes and like hearing stories about your parents whipping you with a bamboo stick. But, like, hey man, talk about something else, please. Like, this is why they're not really going that far in on YouTube and stuff. Sorry to throw shade, but I mean, just diversify your content
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
Fun Brothers.
I see.
Yeah, but still,
Damn.
hey Jenny, if you're Asian, hell yeah. I know a lot of people are trying to get into Asian culture now.
Yeah.
Hashtag K-pop.
Yeah, that's like a huge global, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
It's insane.
Yeah, honestly, I don't participate much in that. I'm like, I just focus on what what I focus on, which is just
Oh
people.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really think too much about like the Asianness of myself or whatever.
Hmm. Oh no, like yeah, I definitely don't think of that at all. Like if anything's the least that like the least on my mind. But like it just pops up so often because people always like bring it up and like why they're making the film and all that. And then yeah. Oh well. I'm just more focused on storytelling, you know.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I feel that, and I respect that.
Thank you, my man. I respect your respect.
Oh shit.
So I mean, what about you though? Like, what are your plans with like your whole self improvement, your whole what do you call it?
You can call it whatever
Dojo.
you want.
Yeah.
My plan is, well, let's see. The semi end goal of like where I want to just be is the way that I make money. I just don't want to be transaction based. So
Hmm.
if I'm just running off of a subscription my whole
Hmm.
life, that would be fantastic. Um, and once I'm in that place, it'll just be like doing the things I'm doing now and more. So just everything related to the holisticness of health
Hmm.
and trying to um, shed light on basically like instead of people and like what I don't like is when people just wait for like certain things to be in place, or if something is not practical, like it's just not worth doing. And so like
Hmm.
one project I want to do, I don't care if anyone else does it, but like I want to do like a homeless project
Oh,
where I would basically reach out to somebody, like essentially befriend somebody who's living that way and really get to know their story, go really in
hmm,
depth with that. Like you could say like a mini documentary,
hmm,
and then help them like if they're in a position where they want to do that, like oh like I want to have a normal life and this and that, then help them achieve that just
right.
as an individual. And it's like it's not
Uh,
impossible, but we're all like, but there's stigmas and there's like all this other shit that gets in the way when it's like it's pretty simple. All you have to do
mhm.
is they need to have a phone number if they need a job, they need to not smell and have decent clothes, and
Right.
then if it's their mindset, then you gotta kind of work on that a little bit. But if that's
Hmm.
not the problem, but it's just like, oh, like I don't have a phone and I smell, like if that's literally it, and they were kind of
Hmm.
just like down and they kind of gave up, but if you can revitalize all that and just make it happen, like I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh, like that's my thing and I'm gonna always do that. It's more of
Right.
this is like what I invested time wise and financially,
Hmm.
and I hope that it inspires you or anyone in the community to try and do the same thing, to get
Hmm.
people off the streets and stuff like that. And then like messing with like, foster care and just tackling things like that and just broadcasting the process. And all it really takes is time, compassion, and some amount of money. But it's not like
Right.
what people think. And when we think of ourselves and how we live, like for people, when you have spending money, right, for example,
Hmm.
um, granted, everyone's in a different place, but I would spend my money differently. And so it would just be to help and to show ways to help, instead of taking an extra shopping trip or going to some place or flying first class. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so just trying to help push things like that and encouraging other people to do that, helping like groups further develop by giving them like my knowledge. So it's kind of all over the place, but that's like in the future, I want to be able to have the freedom to move and just do things, and for the patrons to be like, I fuck with this guy heavy. I don't know what he's doing. I don't care what he's doing, but I know it's a good thing. Or if I get into a place where it's like, hey, like, what do you guys want to see me do next? I have these ideas. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could, you know what I mean? Like, so that's in the future. I'd love to do that. So just like philanthropy type work.
Okay. Wait, have you seen like online? There's a bunch of like homeless makeover kind of videos.
No.
Really?
I've never seen that.
Really? Okay. Because funny you brought that up, because I'm like a while back I was like really into kind of type of videos.
Yeah.
And like there would be like a bunch of YouTubers, like of course the big names. They'll be like, I give this homeless man a whole makeover. So basically, like I feel like for you it's like definitely a more serious version of it. But for them, of course, it's like a more clickbait kind of standpoint. But basically they'll like find any homeless guy and then they'll pick him up and they'll like give him new clothes, they'll like give him a shower and all that. And like depending on like how much you want to ball out on this, like someone gave the homeless man a house for like a week.
Okay.
And like to like a week's time to like find a job and all that.
I see.
Yeah, so like you can definitely search it on YouTube, like homeless makeover. Yeah, there's probably a bunch of them. But yeah, like they just like basically turn the lives of like homeless people and all that. It's like it's sick.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah,
I wrote it down, so that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna say you can come to New York to find homeless people, but you kind of got to be careful with that because there are like fake homeless people.
Yeah.
Even like people who
go ahead.
And like people who like are hella financially stable who live in Wall Street, they'll just like get raggedy clothes and sit in the streets for like a few hours because they make decent money as like a fake homeless man. Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say that with how I would go about the process, I would really get to know the person, like really penetrate the dome and see if there's any like you know.
Hey. Okay.
So I mean that's like the vision mixed with a bunch of other stuff, and just being able to have, to me, like influence is important so that we can help people pay attention to stuff and show possibility. But like the kind of like the building blocks of that are, you know, content and different styles of it. Like I'm not gonna need I don't need to be in like a great financial place in order to do projects per se. It's just about saving and showing like, hey, like this is what I would do more of if I had that kind of backing.
Right.
So the streams I'm doing, the podcasts, I want to do videos and blogs. Like those are the 4 means of content that I love all of them. And I made sure that I love all of them, and it's not just like I'm forcing myself because I want to be a content creator, but I've dabbled in each one long enough to be like, no, like I love each process. What I know I don't like is sitting in editing forever. Like the only part I like about editing is like once I get the cuts that I want after like shaving down a video, and then it's either I already like pre-planned what I'm gonna insert creatively in terms of like memes or whatever, or as I'm doing it, like that's the fun part. And then once it's all done, I'm like, okay, like that's the best. And then I don't like writing descriptions or any of that stuff. I'm just like, ugh. And then posting on social media and saying all these words, I'm just like, man.
Yo, I feel you on that one. I mean, I've done much worse in editing. Like getting the cuts you want, doing all those YouTube edits and all that.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I've been through it, man.
When I started like a few years back, and I was just like, oh, let me try this, and I want to be consistent, whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's fun. I like the brainstorming process. The shooting's not bad. It depends. Sitting and editing is okay. I really like when I get feedback in real life. Because I'll like when I was posting before, and I don't remember after I put it out. I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever. And then someone in real life says something about it. They don't say anything online, but they'll say like, yo, like I saw your video and I was dying, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's pretty cool. Like, what video? Oh, okay, cool. Like, dying laughing.
Oh yeah, you got me there.
So yeah, so that like that part of it's cool. Like I love the entire process of blogging for sure. The
Mhm.
new thing that I used to not do was just like being more being smarter about structure and making sure that I convey everything like precisely. Because before that, I kind of just like wrote from the heart and then just like dropped
Right.
it. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
that process is fun. I don't like editing the podcasts, but doing the podcasts are really fun. Live streams, I love doing these. Don't like the editing part. So
Oh, dude.
like,
Uh-uh.
yeah. So I just know like, okay, I definitely don't like editing. Just because I really enjoy interaction more. I like doing that kind of stuff. I like helping people,
Mm,
like light a fire under their ass or helping them achieve certain things that they want. Like that's my stuff. I'm into that.
right.
So yeah,
I mean, same, but like someone has to do the dirty work afterwards.
yeah. So
Someone has to wash the dishes, man.
yeah. So I mean, that's something that I'm trying to. I mean, I was gonna definitely run it by you on this stream. Like,
Mm,
okay, let's see. So yeah, I would do all four of those things and just keep pushing that. The other thing actually. So that's gonna take forever in my mind, right? And I don't care.
right.
That's gonna be a slow grind of it gonna being able to sustain me one day,
Mhm.
maybe in 10 years, to be honest. Like I don't know, but and that's because of like my morals. I don't again like I'm really not into the transactional stuff. I just
Right.
want to be able to move from the heart and not have to worry and not have to like I don't want to be like do this thing for someone or like have to negotiate and talk about money. Like I'm not into that.
Right. Mhm.
Um so if I can just do something for people because I love it and then know that I have supporters who believe in that, then I never have to think about it. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
I realized that recently even more so. Like I truly believe in that. But I had a stream with Sean Bjerka, who does
Mm,
he teaches house, and we are having a dope conversation on the stream here. And then I was explaining to him like what I'm trying to do and whatnot, and how I want to help him and like I'm ready to help people when they're ready. And so he was just saying like, oh, like thank you for doing all this and this and that. Like how could I like do something for you? I'm like honestly like I'm good. I'm just this is like my shit. Like this makes me happy. And so
right.
I just usually people don't ask me that like what can I do for you,
Mhm.
just because I'm whatever. But when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, like I don't need anything. Like I'm good. So
Mm, right.
that was just like a good feeling. So the other
Uh,
thing that's more practical for me, so I call this, and I've written a blog on it. So moving from Plan C to Plan A. So I really believe in Plan A or nothing, but I'm very practical. So I reverse engineered everything, and I was like, okay, Plan A is gonna happen. You just have to work your way to it. So the same way that you're going after things that you really enjoy,
mm,
and because you see it and it makes you happy, you are more willing to do the dirty stuff
mhm.
to try and get to that place that makes you really happy all the time, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in that place where it's like I'm doing whatever kind of contract work that's like literally whatever, and then in the middle it's working on skills that can bring me to a better financial place sooner that I enjoy, and
Mhm.
then the thing that I love ultimately, which is going to take forever. So the middle thing that I'm doing is social media branding and marketing, um,
Okay.
and that's
That's up my
like
alley.
yeah, and I'm really
Yeah.
into that. I've been able to test it on myself and see how certain things are working, and I'm learning how to do ads, and I understand copyright. I just don't do it much because I don't want to do it at the moment, and it's not even a big deal. But so that's kind of like where I'm at, and I'm
Mhm.
working right now with a small business that is willing to hire me. Don't know for how much or anything yet. We kind of just recently talked about it. We have a really good relationship, and I like let
Right.
her know. I was like, hey, like I'd love to do this for you full time or whatever. Um, and so that's what I would be doing to sustain me moving forward. So moving from
Mhm.
Plan C, having those three types of jobs, to just having
Right.
two, and they both make me
Mhm.
happy. One is just straight up helping someone grow, and if they're an entrepreneur, and then eventually I want to be able to move away from that and then just focus on what I had talked about earlier. So from Plan
Oh
C
yeah.
to B to A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's how a lot of people like start up their careers and whatnot. They always like you see like the draw my life videos and all that. They're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a subway worker. Did that for like 4 years. Then I got to start getting views on YouTube. Then I took that full time and all that. So it's always like a you always filter down your job to one
Yeah,
solid job. Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like that's how everyone goes.
I just think it's
Um,
backwards for a lot of people though. The
oh
ones
yeah.
who are like, oh, like I'm gonna go for this thing that I don't like, and then that's kind of it. And then
Oh yeah.
and then they don't really, and they think that that might be forever, or that they
Hmm.
really hate it, and so they're not connected to their vision, or they don't have a thing that they're working towards that they really enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they'll do a 9 to 5 that like they'll completely hate
Yes.
doing for like 40, like 30 years or
Yeah.
something. And like it sucks, but I mean that's what a lot of people do because it's secure and like you can make a family with that and all that. It's just the most average lifestyle.
Yeah.
And dude, we're those go-getters, man.
Yeah. I'm glad.
But like, do you see yourself as like a content creator? Like, what if someone was like, "Oh, we want you as like an investor. We want you as like a content creator," or like if an opportunity was given to you to be um, like a like a YouTuber or like just something that's like out of your plan, but like also has something to do with
I see.
your yeah.
It depends on where I'm at financially. That'll be the biggest thing.
Mhm.
So where
Right.
if I'm like right now, if someone offered me that, I'd probably be like, all right, I'll take it. But if I'm making enough doing the balance of I'm working for that small business and another small business that I really want to work with, and I'm not
Hmm.
making bank, but I'm good, and then I
Yeah.
get to do this thing, I'd probably stay with that
Right.
because that just
Okay.
makes me happier, and I'm working on long term brand versus whatever that is.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
True. True. Okay. Because yeah, like I forgot to mention one more thing. I got into animation too. So like
Oh.
making all like the cute little cartoons and stuff. Like I saw your little I don't know what that is avocado the thing you're holding.
Oh.
Is that pistachio? Wait.
It looks like it.
Yo, chat, help me out here. Oh, it's a duck. Okay. Oh, that's cute. But yeah, like I've always been into like the little cute simple things.
Yeah.
So like when you were like saying like making people happy and like making videos and all that,
Mhm.
I was thinking like, whoa, maybe I can make some like cartoon like little cartoon sketches of like little life messages to tell people and whatnot. But just with like little cute guys. So that's more engaging.
Do you follow any creators like that? Do you know of
Yeah,
any?
I mean, I know this one called The Odd Ones Out.
Oh. Mhm.
Yeah, you probably heard of him.
Mhm.
Odd Ones Out, Jaden Animations,
Mhm.
um,
Swoozy,
Domix. Yeah,
Domix.
Susie Domix.
Those are the four I watch.
Yeah, and there was one more that was like in YouTube Rewind, but like that sucked. So, but yeah, there's just a few more of those. But yeah, that's the general group that I follow. And whatnot. They're kind of like, oh wait, I can kind of make like little cute things, even though it's like hella time more time consuming than like my current editing.
Mhm.
Yes, Domix is awesome.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I kind of like the other ones out more though. Like
He's
I like his
funny. I love his.
yeah,
He's funny.
I like his characters. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's like kind of where I want to go to. Maybe I'll be an animator,
Mm,
but like I just like telling stories in a funny manner.
I see.
Yeah, because it's how to reach someone. You can reach out to little kids too, but just like
Yeah.
something cute, something funny, or like
Mhm.
something interesting. If you can mix those three, then like you'll be making like bangers every single time.
Okay, so you have said storyteller a few times.
Right,
Storytelling, right?
right.
So if you were just a full-time storyteller, you're not in a box, you're a storyteller. What
Oh,
aspect of storytelling, like what do you think are your favorite parts? So like for example, you like the idea of cute, and this is just one example, cute
mhm.
animations, but would you want to do the animation part, or would you kind of be like direct and be like, I want it to be this, and then this is what the storyline's going to be, and then blah blah, and then I'm going to be the voice person, or I'm going to go on stage,
Oh,
I'm
you
going
mean
to read a poem, or I'm going to
like
write a
roles
song.
wise?
Yeah. Like
Oh,
what do you think, if you didn't have to think about it like money, right? But
right.
if your thing is storytelling, like what aspects of it do you think are your favorite parts?
I mean, I'll definitely do the dirty works with like animation and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think ultimately, it'll be like short film.
Okay.
Yeah, short film, and then like now that I think about, wow, I never really thought of this. Whew. Whew, this is deep, man.
I try.
Yeah, I mean, definitely short film first of all, because you can tell so much from legit camera, and it's the least work. I mean, definitely short film because I've always had a knack for storytelling through images and whatnot.
Okay.
Even when it came to like dance videos and whatnot, I'm like, okay, that's awesome. You made a choreo, but like, I want to tell a story through this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it to just be like 30 seconds of you like whacking yourself in the face.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I mean, like, I always want to tell my stories through my videos, no matter how bad the editing is. Like, I just want a story out of there, out of it. And yeah, like short film from the top, and then below that, probably animations. Maybe like embedding the two together, kind of like animations and short film kind of style.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I'm someone who doesn't like to do what other people already do. Like, I want to make my own original thing, as hard as that is nowadays.
Yeah.
But I'd want to like work on like CGI, not really CGI, but like let's say if I like skirt this way, like have someone pop up like here, or just like incorporate like animation with real life to like kind of because like
I see.
that kind of gives a little storytelling itself as in like imagination and reality because like a lot of people they're like, oh, they have like a huge imagination and they wish it was real and all that. So I guess in a sense that can story tell like what's going on in your mind and like portraying it onto real life. So it'll further like enhance a message of someone going through a tough time and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just like incorporating things rather than like, following one already made career,
I see.
Yeah, I'm a blender.
No, that's dope. I love that. Because then there's the other side of the coin where, I mean, some people, truly love 100% what they're doing at the time. Or some people think that they can only do one thing.
Right.
Because we're taught that way. But it's not like that.
Yeah. Like, the only thing that's holding me back is I would do it, but like, it'll take a very long time
Yeah, I
to
understand.
pull off like that level of, storytelling and animation. Because, yeah, like, Odd Ones Out takes them like 2-3 weeks to make one video or something. Probably, it takes a lot of sitting on your ass and like drawing and burning your eyeballs out.
Oh man, yeah.
It's brutal, but yeah, I mean, to answer your question, yeah, probably like short film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, video's pretty cool.
If I were to ask you to do anything, I'd probably I feel like it would be cool if you did videos, because I'm having my brother's gonna edit my streams.
Right.
So he's gonna turn these long streams and make like micro content out of it, so that you can post it on Instagram and stories and stuff. I'm gonna have one of my other friends do podcasts. It's mainly just audio. I might start doing video with that. I'm not sure. And that's similar concept, same thing. And then the videos are just different. So that's just what right now. It's just there are a few things I want to do consistently, and then there's just a bunch of random things that I want to do.
Right.
And so I just feel like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, let me know, and then I mean, like, I'll of course make a video. Once I reach to that level of animation, I can like bust out something hella kawaii for you.
Oh shit.
I mean, like, if anything, I can also bust something like David Soul style.
Okay.
Yeah, like slapping myself in front of a camera and like talking smack for 5 minutes.
It's funny. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Okay, well yeah, I mean, so you're doing. Well, maybe you could teach me some things because I don't have any formal education in that stuff. But
I got you.
With me doing like this whole social media branding and all that kind of stuff, if you need help at any point with anything or whatever I know, I can just pass over to you, or if you ever have any ideas. And because I also see myself as like just a connector, the plug for
Right.
people. So when
Okay.
I have an idea of what's going on in people's lives, at least professionally, not everyone, because usually it's like personally, or
Right.
both. So if I have an idea of what's going on with you in your world, I'm kind of keeping tabs. Or if you just come to me and you just say some spiel things, I'm like,
Right.
it just kind of plugs here. I might start making a list for it or something, but it's just easier
Yeah.
for me to link and to be like, oh, like here's an opportunity, I could just pass it over to you, or someone's looking for this, I can pass it to you, or you think that you want to start scaling something, or you want to try and sustain a certain idea, whether it's I link people to you and you guys start doing something collectively and like freeing up time, or giving advice on like how to not produce content, but just the whole micro, macro, and organic marketing and
Right. Right.
ads and all that kind of stuff. So like, as long as
I
I
mean, yeah.
know,
There,
go ahead, go ahead.
oh yeah. I mean, like, if there's anyone in New York, like, I've been keeping my eye out. Like, the few people here and there who are like trying to help each other out and whatnot. And I'm just like, ooh, like, okay, I know someone who's doing kind of like this, but like, better than you. And yeah, yeah, I've been keeping my eye out. So like, I'm trying to like connect a few of them, and then like I'll send them over to you, because New York is a huge like mecca for networking and whatnot.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, if you ever do come visit, of course, hit me up. But like, there's a whole bunch of like little pop-up like events and networks
Yeah.
where people are like even like creators, or like just generally people who want to make friends. They'll like go some like janky ass place, and then they'll be like, yeah, I need friends, and then they'll like talk it up for like 2-3 hours,
Yeah.
and then like, yeah, but yeah, New York is like it's a good place to connect with people, and especially to market, because it's such a huge place to market and all that. It's yeah. So like, if you need to like expand your market, like in some way, shape, or form, New York is for sure a good place to like just throw it up there. It's like, no matter what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to definitely when the time comes, which sometime this year, I want to make more regular trips up there. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like, hey, one day maybe if you reach the level of like celebrity, you'll go to like UMass Asian Night or something and be like a spokesperson in that one.
I would love that. That'd be so
right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, for sure. I feel like you can also like promote yourself through SFC too. Like, because I know you're a dancer.
Yeah.
Guys, he's a dancer. All you ladies out there, he's a dancer.
Yeah, that's something. I have like small things here and there for that. I have plans for that, but yeah, that's on its way.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I feel like you can definitely like, because you're also about storytelling and mainly helping others. So that can be easily implemented through choreography. Whether it's like, 2 people or like 1 person like losing it, and then like, switching up the pace of the song and all that. But that's also why I got into music production. I can like fool around with the remixes and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That is true. New York is nice, but there are very sketchy places. Like, very sketchy places.
Chris is not in school.
I'm in a sketchy. No. I'm in a safe place, but you got to keep your eye out. I mean, yeah, just got to be careful, especially in New York.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Do you have any final words? And then you could blast any social verbally, and then you could like leave it in the chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Oh. Well, I mean, I appreciate all 4 of you watching. I mean, this is my first time on the stream. It's dope. Like, I've done Twitch before, so it's pretty dope to be on stream and all that. Like, everyone gets to witness your fuck ups. Yeah, it's kind of dope. But it's awesome being on your stream and whatnot. I know we've been like talking about this for like the longest time, and like finally, here I am.
I'm so happy.
I mean, it's cool. Like, a lot of people like what you're doing and all that. It's dope. Obviously, what I'm doing, it helps whoever out there, like even Chad, Jesse, if you need like an editor, hit me up. Or that other dude, like, bro, if you need Amazon recommendations for your problem, I got you.
Yeah, the world's gonna know.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, yeah, social. I mean, my Instagram is Chris Chewbacca and all that. It's probably on like Batana Story and all that.
Mm-hmm.
If any of you guys need an editor, don't be afraid to hit me up. I don't bite unless it's really good food. I mean, yeah, I'm a pretty easygoing guy. Batana can probably tell. Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
we have a very private sessions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, this was
But
fun.
yeah, this was hella fun. I know now it's Randy's gonna be coming up or something.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yo, everyone who's watching right now, you're going to get someone good looking on camera. So, so get your candles ready, get your tissues ready. Oh, you're in for a good one.
Oh man, I don't know what to expect from Randy, to be honest.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean, I've
Hey,
had like
worst
one conversation with him, but he was drunk, so.
word. I mean, worst case, just call me, and then I'll just be like that extra like voice in the call.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, thank you again for having me, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a real pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot of fun dumping my ideas and all that, sharing information and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I know we'll connect in the future, most likely.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And yeah, I mean, like anyone in chat box, like I said, hit me up. For those of you who are just tuning in, hit me up. Yeah, I don't know what to do now.
I mean, I'll see you another time if you ever want to have another session, which is pretty much just talking. You can always just book me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, I may. If you guys want to see me more often, I don't know why you would, but if you do, yeah, I mean, I'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah. What? So what now?
Okay. We'll just. I'll see you later.
All right. It was peace. Bye, Twitch.
Peace.
I'll still be on this for Randy's part, probably.
Okay.
So
Tight.
you'll see me in the chat box.
Okay.
All right. Dope.
Peace.
See you guys.